Okay, everyone, so finishing up Shadow Generations, unless like mod packs or something come out, we have what might be the hypest part of the game for me, and I mean that genuinely, unironically. This is the Journal of Gerald Robotnik, which you get a physical version of if you pre-ordered this game, which I didn't. I don't pre-order things. But oh my god, this fucking thing is so sick. So, I sat and read through this entire journal, page for page, and that meant getting good at reading Gerald's handwriting.
Yeah.
And you know what's really fucking irritating? Because it's lovely calligraphy, but a little illegible at points. If you press the A button, you could just read this in plain fucking text. I sat and read through the entire journal with his fucking handwriting and trying to figure out what all the redacted parts were and like just using my like sonic context clues, and I feel like such an oaf. But anyway, now I'm going to get to actually enjoy properly reading the Journal of Gerald Robotnik. So,
Please start the sexy background jazz.
to be fair, the music's actually pretty.
I want some sexy jazz.
Okay, well, in that case, I'm just going to have to turn down the game audio and replace it with sexy jazz. 1 second. Okay, here we go. It's time for sexy jazz, sexy sonic reading time with David and Dan. So, starting off, we have from the Archival and Requisitions Department to Commander Abraham Tower, that being the commander with heterochromia from Shadow the Hedgehog. Commander, your request for tangible evidence of the Ark incident 50 years ago produced very little results. Your predecessor was quite thorough in erasing the cover-up operation. However, Professor Gerald Robotnik's personal diary managed to survive. Ironically, we have Dr. Eggman to thank for finding it all. This journal was recovered during the investigation of Dr. Eggman's stronghold, following the latest incident with the Ark. Unfortunately, time and tragedy have not been kind to the journal. What you're holding now is all that remains of the original book. I'm afraid there is no way of recovering the missing pages, nor can I restore the damaged or redacted elements. It's a pity, as I would have very much liked to have greater insight into Gerald and Maria's lives too. Regards, T. Now, T in this instance, I don't know if it's 100% locked in or confirmed, but there's this one character who I believe is like a journalist or has some kind of ties to Gun. Like I believe they work in archival and requisitions. And the only thing we've seen of this character was like a screenshot of her that came out like before Sonic Frontiers came out, and everyone's like, who the fuck is this character? And then Sega quietly just never talked about her again. In fact, remember when I did my top 10 hottest Sonic ladies video? She was one of the entries. I was like, I don't know who this is, but she's quite attractive. Lady with the purple hair.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm on about,
yeah.
this one. Yeah, I think it's her. I think she is the one who's gathered this information. So,
They sowed that seed a long time ago.
they really did, and they just proceeded to do fuck all with it. So, let's go into entry 42, where we start. Life, the universe, and everything. I take great pride in my research and discoveries. Few men are labelled a genius in their own time, but nothing compares to the pride in my boys, redacted and redacted. We nearly learned the fucking names of both Eggman and Maria's fathers, respectively, and they just casually redacted that.
Yeah, but look at how many blips there are. So we know how long the names were.
Okay, we know both of them had names that were at least 7 letters long.
John.
Well, it wouldn't be John, it'd be Jonatho. Jonatho. Jonatho Robotnik.
And Janetho.
Yes. Exactly. They both graduated, summa cum laude. Finally, an instance of the word cum in a Sonic game. And in record time, no
That's
less.
it. We're done. That's everything. Sonic is now dead to me. We don't need any more. That was
It's over.
everything.
Series completed. All finished.
Forget the films. Forget the games. Forget the trading cards. That is it.
The Sonic trading cards. I don't think those exist.
They will.
In time.
As a
Okay.
Battle Spirit Saga potential collab.
Oh, I have bad news for you, Dan. Anyway,
I'm dating the recording.
this you certainly are. Now, this is what's really funny. They'll have their doctorates in no time. It seems my passions for archaeology and robotics are split between them, but that's what makes them chips off the old block. Oh, I cannot wait to see what boons they bring to the world. So that, I don't know if it fully confirms it, but it's most likely that Dr. Robotnik or Eggman Ivo's degrees are in robotics or robotics and archaeology. Which makes sense, he builds robots and shit, and he keeps turning to fucking elder gods and ancient shit to power his empire.
And his brother's Indiana Jones!
Apparently so. It belongs in my empire. Anyway, moving on to entry 162. I cannot believe how much time has passed. It feels like yesterday I was celebrating my boys becoming men, and now I'm a grandfather. Her name is Maria, and she is perfect. I don't know why they redacted really obvious ones, but it's clear who that is. And she is perfect in every way.
That's only 3 letters.
You know what then? That probably means that the letters of the redactions are probably not 1-to-1.
It was her. It was Dio all along!
Her name is Dio.
We thought we were saving Maria, but it was him, Dio.
It was him.
Dio stole Shadow's first kiss.
Wait, the time's stopping! Oh my god! She brings a
Shadow's the world.
She brings a smile to everyone's face, and everyone falls in love with her the moment they lay eyes on her. If nothing else, she is my legacy. Everything I do from this day forward, I do for her. How sweet. I'm sure nothing will go wrong. So, continuing on. Page number 2. I deciphered the engravings on an ancient ring I found on a previous dig in the something jungle. There's been a lot of jungles in Sonic, so I'm not sure which...
Antarctic.
The Antarctic jungle!
Have you ever seen it? No. It's that well hidden underneath the snow.
In the Antarctic jungle, and calculated the location of a fabled flying paradise. Oh, so this would have been... Excuse me. Wait, it might be the... Whatever jungle is in the Mystic Ruins in Sonic Adventure, because Angel Island is right above that. So, if he's talking about Angel Island here... Yeah, Angelic Island. He's talking about Angel Island, so he's probably talking about the jungle from Sonic Adventure. Anyway, calculate...
Which in Adventure is near the ice caps.
So it's Antarctic! Fuck! Damn it, you got me! You got me there, the Antarctic jungle! Okay, I went alone to verify my findings and was rewarded with the spectacle of an angelic island. The land was very vast, lush, and hosted a number of biomes in close proximity to each other. I believe I could see an entire floating city at one point. Most majestic of all was a shrine devoted to what appeared to be a massive... angel?
Rock.
Rock? Could this be the legendary rock? A massive... I'm trying to think of what that is. This is the nice thing about this. All the redacted lets you, as Sonic fans, just kind of rack your brain through the series and go, wait, what is this referring to?
Keanu Reeves statue.
A massive statue of beloved celebrity, Keanu Reeves. I dared not approach or overstay my welcome. As much as I wanted to explore every inch of the island, I felt it was a sacred land. Just setting foot on its soil felt taboo. I don't know if any civilization remains. The land is vast and my stay was brief, but the majesty of that emerald and shrine will stay with me for the rest of my life. It might have been Chaos. It might have been a statue to Chaos. Possibly.
Or the Chow.
Maybe.
The emerald itself.
It could have been a lot of things. I guess the massive could be referring...
Lawrence Fishburne.
Wait, what is in the fucking hidden palace zone? Or the fucking... The zone where you get the Master Emerald. There's like a mural in the background, and it's of Sonic fighting Robotnik. So that probably fucked his mind up a little bit. Anyway. It probably subconsciously inspired him to make a certain hedgehog. Anyway, very sacred land, setting soil felt taboo. I'm about to embark on the most ambitious project in my life. The Earth's first orbital space colony will be the 9th wonder of the world. It will be a place of science, researching all manner of ways to improve our home below. Seeing as it is a vessel meant to preserve life amidst the harshness of space, I have christened it the Ark. I'm a very religious man, you see. It shall be a vessel to pass on the value of life and peace to the next generation. And while most of the megastructure will be hidden within the base planetoid, I may have gotten a little self-indulgent in the design. That's why it looks like his fucking face. The The only real concern is the source of the funding. While the United Federation supports us, most of the financing is coming from... Gun, G-U-N. I have no illusions about what they'll want, but I'm building the Ark to preserve life, not end it. Oh yeah, that's Gun. While I have my concerns, I am a genius, so I'm sure I'll figure something out when the time comes. Now there's going to be a lot of, like, government corruption and bureaucracy going on in these journals. Thoughts, Dan?
I support corruption.
Dan does not support corruption. Anyway.
Allow me to reign over all.
Jesus, what's this page? The all-powerful, redacted, the blank held the power to bind a soul, he blank destroy the entire... Okay, I think I know what this is. So, life and work aboard the Ark has been exciting, for good and for ill. As a positive, we've acquired one of the legendary Jizoids for our research. Sonic Battle! This is tying into battle. They are said to hold unlimited power. Oh wait, no, is it a Jizoid or is it... No, Chaos Emerald, sorry. That's a Chaos Emerald. We've acquired one of the legendary Chaos Emeralds for our research. They're said to hold unlimited power, and preliminary tests suggest some effect on space-time, bending reality to one's will. Imagine the possibilities. Sadly, GUN is doing just that, but in all the wrong ways. Their desire for weapons research is becoming increasingly overt and decreasingly polite. I used my clout to get a direct line to the president to ask him to intervene. He said he would, but then he asked me for something equally obscene. He wants me, this is fucking wild, this is new to Sonic. He wants me to discover a means to immortality. I aim to improve life, not pervert it. Everything gives way to entropy. The concept is laughable, as intangible as a shadow. I refused him outright. In retrospect, perhaps I could have been more diplomatic about it. I'm imagining Gerald just like slamming his hands on the president's desk like, "You're a fucking freak! No, I ain't doing your fucked up shit! Fuck you, President!" So what's great is I decided to backdate this. So if Sonic Adventure 2 came out in 2002, that's assumingly when Sonic Adventure 2 takes place. 50 years before then, who was the President of the United States? I actually did double check this, and I'm just going to double verify it now.
George Washington.
I'm going to say President of US 1953. Who was the president who basically kicked off all the events of the Sonic series? Was it Eisenhower? It might have been Eisenhower. Wait, no, 1953. Yeah, Eisenhower. Yeah, Dwight D. Eisenhower. Unless it was 2002, in which case it would have been... No shit, it was Super Eisenhower. Dwight Eisenhower is the real villain of the Sonic series. There we go.
Pull up an image of him on screen so we can look into his face.
Yes, look at this evil fucker. Evil bastard. I hope I didn't somehow get the dates wrong. Anyway, otherwise I'm blaming an innocent US president of crimes he never committed. Anyway, I find myself on edge. Political pressures aside, I'm told that Maria is sick with no clear diagnosis. I wish I could look into it myself, but I'm needed aboard the Ark. Hopefully this will pass and she will recover soon. She's too precious to be left to suffer.
She'll be fine when she gets the stone mask.
I'm sure she will. Anyway, this entry kind of got a little fucky. This got real bad. So, I'm assuming this is kind of ranting about ML? Let's double check. Oh, it is, yes. Alright, so here's the Sonic battle. I've uncovered a most interesting specimen from the warehouse. It was first recovered by my son, fucking Ivo Robotnik Sr., Jonathan Robotnik, who became quite the archaeologist. I believe it to be some sort of puppet or robot made by an ancient people. At first I didn't think anything of it, but when I was experimenting on the Jizoid, we'll call it, it began to move. This suggests the possibility that even the ancient civilizations could harness the power of the Chaos Emeralds. While I was researching various papers related to the Chaos Emeralds and this robot, I discovered that there was a possibility that this robot was something incredible. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but this robot may be the cause of the destruction of the fourth great civilization. I'm not sure I believe it just yet, though. 5 entries later. I am no longer able to ignore the possibility of the fact that it did destroy the civilization. What the fuck happened between these two entries? Where he's like, nah, I couldn't be that dangerous. Oh no, it's that dangerous. Oh fuck. Oh shit. That's a wild change up. Anyway, I have discovered a stone tablet that explains as much. According to the tablet, when the figure falls from the heavens and the stone of the gods is joined, all that exists will become one again. Though it is difficult to believe, this robot has been watching my movements and mimicking all that I do. I was amazed by my scans of this being. Surprisingly, reams and reams of data scrolled and caused my most powerful computer to crash. More intriguing was that this data was all about melee combat and weapons of that age. Eventually, if this being is ever restored to its former state, it will put all that data to use and recreate all the weaponry and combat abilities that it once had. And if that's not all, if my guesses are correct, it will also have the ability to absorb modern weaponry as well. What have I done? I have uncovered a horrible weapon. Sonic Battle! Yay! The game that only we played!
Still my favourite entry into the Sonic franchise.
You know what? I respect it. It's a bit grindy for me. You have to redo a lot to get enough points to do anything.
You've seen how I play Pokemon.
You grind like a motherfucker in games, so that's fine with you. That is no issue for you. Anyway, it has been a trying time, to say the least. Maria was diagnosed with neuroimmunodeficiency syndrome, NIDS, Sonic AIDS. There is no cure.
Oh, God.
What? That is what it is. It's space AIDS. Everyone calls it space AIDS because that's what it is. It's her immune system's fucked.
I'm just thinking I recently did my training in first aids. Am I a carrier?
Shut up. Anyway, there is no cure, but I pulled some strings to get her aboard the Ark for treatment and assessment. The low-gravity environment helps keep her symptoms manageable. Her family has been less than enthusiastic with my decision. Despite everything, she remains the most positive person in the room. Most of their staff here left their families back on Earth, so I worried she'd feel lonely. Instead, she's become the adoptive daughter of every researcher on the Ark. Moreover, this is great, she's become like a big sister to little Abraham, the Ark's happy little accident over the past few years. Can you imagine being Commander Towers, reading this and going, great. My parents fucked when they weren't meant to, and I was an accident. Great. Good to know. Love this revelation. All about this one. The president keeps prompting me with his request to unlock the mysteries of life. Perhaps with his funding and clout, I can find a means to cure Maria while chasing that shadow. So he's using shadow as like an ironic phrase almost to like point out how absurd the requests being laid on him are, and I love that. Like Shadow, from his conception, was kind of made out of spite. Anyway, I have a little zoom in on the pictures here, which you can also do. There's our boy, Emerl, being all Emerly. Here's an adorable little Abraham Towers. You can kind of see his heterochromia in the image there. And oh god, that is the saddest and sickest looking Maria, holy shit.
Oh.
Whoever did that artwork, that's fucking diabolical, Jesus Christ.
Oh, now I feel sad.
Oh yeah, I know, right? Good lord. Anyway.
And Dio's gonna get punched.
Let's check out the image as we go. Oh, this is great. This is explaining the fucking, those enemies from Sonic Adventure 2, which were fuckers, and I hate them, and I wish they were never made. GUN has dropped all pretense and is demanding weapons research in exchange for continued funding. I promised the president I'd begin work on Project Shadow, but even he can't get them to back down. It appears I have a gun to my head on the matter. Years ago, that was withering. Years ago, I discovered records of an ancient god of destruction called Chaos. As you do. It was said to command the fury and force of the ocean, or something to that effect. I've developed a basic AI-driven apparatus that can generate cohesion in water and produce controlled shapes for basic actions. I've told the top brass that these can turn any body of water into an autonomous weapon. Deep down, I'm hoping it can be used as easily deployed search and rescue units. Imagine a flood being turned back on itself to aid those in the rubble. Oh, what sweet intentions that are not going to get completely fucked. So that is why there are chaos enemies in SA2. Yay.
And Shadow the Hedgehog, we have to find 50 of them.
Oh, don't fucking remind me of that dog shit mission. Anyway. Oh, God.
The level that made everyone go, yeah, I'm not the hero anymore.
Yeah, fuck this. I'm going for the dark story. I'm going for the dark and brooding anti-hero story, because fuck this. So, research into Project Shadow is in full swing. The first step has been learning how to siphon Chaos Emerald energy and apply it to living tissue. To that end, I have developed the Chaos Drives. Oh my god, those also have now been explained, also from SA2. Direct application seems too harsh. Any organism that could directly interface with an emerald would be fearsome indeed. The Chow, you can give the Chaos Drives to the Chow and they're fine, because they are from Chaos. If you give it to anything else, it fucks them up. It fucks them bad. The initial tests were promising.
But you can lick them.
What, the Chaos Drives in SA2?
Yeah.
When could you lick them? When did you have the option to lick the Chaos Drives?
I imagine it'd be like when you lick, like, Sonic's quills.
That has never officially happened. I have never seen a Chaos Drive being linked in SA2.
You can't disprove it, though.
I guess I can't disprove it. It's a game theory, I suppose.
It could be used as a sex toy.
I'm touching this. Anyway, I'm moving away from that quickly. Any organism that could directly have sex with an emerald. Anyway, the initial tests were promising.
Fan art is welcome.
Dan, I'm just going to be I'm level with you. It's Sonic. That fan art already exists. The initial tests were promising, so we're now moving on to the next stage in trials. I will be using salamanders for their regenerative abilities and manageable size. We will apply Chaos Drives to the test subject and see how its vitals respond. And to keep GUN from breathing down my neck, I am supplying them with Chaos Drives as batteries for their mechanized division. I loathe powering engines of war, but sacrifices have to be made if I am to save Maria. I'll figure something out in the long run. I am a genius after all. That is why you get Chaos Drives from destroying gun robots in SA2. They are all powered by them. And I'm just going to go ahead and show you a picture that is so fucking heartbreaking, in retrospect. Look at this little guy! Look at this sweet little salamander who nothing bad will happen to him whatsoever. Nothing bad will happen to either of these two happy little critters, will it?
I love them both.
They are both so sweet and lovable. I wish I could zoom in more just to really look at that cute little salamander face. That nothing bad will happen to him, I'm sure. So, this is where I need to actually talk about one of the redacted bits. So, Project Shadow has reached an impasse. The subject exhibits accelerated cellular growth to the point where it cannot support its own biological systems. I've developed an external life support system to compensate, but it will need to be upgraded and redesigned as the subject continues to grow. The way it thrashes and roars, it is uncontrollable. So here's the first thing I noticed, because I was trying to read through this looking at his handwriting. So here we have the bio-lizard, naturally. He getting big, he in a lot of pain, shit is bad for him. You can already see the gross bulbous growths coming out of him.
Oh no.
But here's the worst part. Where he's written, the way it thrashes and roars, where he's put it is uncontrollable, he was clearly going to write, it seems to be in pain. Oh no! Oh, that sucks! Oh, when I first noticed that, I was like, oh, that's really fucked. Anyway, furthermore, it is generating unexplained energetic reactions. Is this an expression of the Chaos Emerald's power? Can a living thing produce such energy? Can it be controlled? Can the chaos be controlled? There are too many questions, and unfortunately, the answers lie in this bio-lizard's life. I will keep it alive and comfortable as long as I can until I have the answers I need. Oh, cool, we're gonna mercy kill him. The end game is a mercy kill at best.
At best.
Yay!
Oh no.
I have found a region in the Ark that should be able to safely house it while we continue our experiments. I'm not sure what I will tell Maria. I do not want to lie to her, but I think The truth is too cruel. So, yeah, just a little reminder. I'm going to put this up on the screen. Dan, the first time you read this, you had an observation that's the saddest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life, and I would like for you to share it to the internet, please.
Alright, okay. So, in Sonic Adventure 2, you fight the Bio-Lizard.
Yes, yeah.
And it's in pain. Its only living relative that it recognizes being Shadow, his brother, is now also attacking him. So when it attaches itself to the front of the Ark and tries to drag itself back to Earth, what if it's just in so much pain and is so scared, the only thing it can think to do is try and run home?
Oh no, I'm tearing up. Oh no!
It just wants to run home and hide, to which you then face it again.
And you finish him
and
off.
you have to kill it. You have to kill him as he's running away.
That's why I'm so glad in this game, Shadow, who assumingly has grown a little and matured a bit, sees the Bio-Lizard and he's way more sympathetic. He's like, I'm so sorry you have to go through this. I will put an end to your suffering. It's way more of a mercy killing. Fuck me, Sonic Shadow Generations. Why?
You know when you get a blister on your foot and it hurts? Yeah, imagine it being a giant blister that sporadically pops out of your body at great effort, and then a hedgehog just headbutts it back into you. That's what you're doing in its final desperate act to leave.
To leave and live. Like, to simply live its life. Yeah.
It's being tortured to death. That's how you kill it.
Cool! Live and learn, hanging on the edge of tomorrow. Alright, well,
The edge of what tomorrow?
There is no fucking tomorrow. Maria is growing into a lovely... He's just hard pivoted subject now. Maria is growing into a lovely young woman. It breaks my heart that someone as bright and energetic as her is dismissed by disease. There are no visible effects, and I've caught my fellow researchers muttering to each other, doubting her illness. It is infuriating. I find all my reason and restraint vanishes when she's slighted. So we're now learning that Gerald has a fucking temper that flares up when Maria gets hurt. Funny that.
I'm glad he's the only one who has that trait.
Yeah, too dang right. And yet she remains an unending font of positivity. Even on her worst days when the fear and pain take hold. That's just a harrowing thing to write. She tells me that she endures for the day when she can return home. She has total faith in me, and that Project Shadow will cure her. Her family back on Earth has no such faith. It's been so long. Some of the researchers actually think she was born here. Her family either wants her better or wants her home. I can do neither. Somehow their scorn is harsher than the government or the military's increasing pressure for more weapons research. I'm a genius. I have to figure this out. So, this is why Eggman is the main fucking antagonist of the Sonic series. Yeah. His family was so fucking stricken with grief that they essentially neglected their one like living child because they were so fraught with worry over Maria, which is why the one line from the fucking movie hits so hard. Where fucking Jim Carrey as Gerald just looks Ivo in the eye and goes, "Oh, Ivo, you're no Maria." Holy fuck!
Yeah.
That, and when you like tie it to this, is insane. Especially when you listen to Sonic Frontiers and Eggman in his like most vulnerable and human moment just straight up says, "My family didn't care much for me. They cared more for Maria. I'm going to create myself a daughter, so I feel like I have someone in my life who loves me." What in the actual fuck, Sonic?
Do you remember when it was just about freeing animals from robots?
The critters, yeah, you gotta free the little critters from the robots, yeah.
I miss those days.
It's so fucked. I love it. This is why people love Sonic lore, is this sort of shit. So, here's one more happy little picture of Gerald and Maria. I like this as like the most fucking cursed photo album. All the photos about, oh hello. Who could this be? Who's this bunny rabbit looking motherfucker? That could be anyone.
It's Chromie.
I was about to say, was someone in the room taking a photo of them? But there is, oh no, it's CCTV. That'd be really funny. The idea of a photographer like, Gerald, creature in the pod, alien monstrosity, say cheese. Black Doom's like, make sure you get my good side.
And you reckon that's Black Doom? I still think it might be Chromie.
Karomi?
Yeah.
Oh, the fucking Hello Kitty Karomi?
Yeah.
I wondered who you were referencing. Okay.
It'd be fitting.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look, there's Maria meeting her little brother. How adorable. So.
Her second brother.
No, her and Ivo were cousins. So you know how the...
I'm talking about the lizard.
Oh! Oh, no, you made me sad again! Fuck off! Anyway. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Pets are family too.
They are. And I am a desperate man. The Black Comet returned to Earth on its 50-year orbit. I had no idea it actually harbored black aliens. I assume he does the same thing as all the other Sonic characters, where they really harp on that. Aboard it was Black Doom. Somehow he knew about the Chaos Emeralds and seemed impressed with my work. He offered me a Faustian deal. I accepted. Using his DNA, I was able to overcome every hurdle Project Shadow had put before me. The small, sturdy biped I developed can perfectly interact with chaos energy. Black Doom wanted me to create a herald for his future invasion. Black Doom wants Project Shadow to generate undying soldiers for them. Oh wait, no, that's GUN. GUN wants Project Shadow...
Black Gun!
Black Gun! Wants Project Shadow...
Gun Doom!
Isn't that the villain from Chainsaw Man? Anyway. To generate undying soldiers, I'll play them both for fools. When I launched Project Shadow initially, I named it with scorn and mockery. Big irony on this one. I was trying to grab a hold of an intangible goal, but later it sounded appropriately villainous, as I was toying with the fundamentals of life itself. But then Maria looked upon the unfinished specimen and put things into a new perspective. A shadow tells you which way to go to find light. In an instant, she cut through all my pessimism and doubt, filled me with hope. Shadow, as she's come to call him, will not be some dark creature, but a champion of life and hope. I would not have seen that if not for Maria. She is truly a remarkable person who can do great and wondrous things for the world. I must save her, no matter the cost. If anything happens to her, I will kill everyone on this planet and then myself.
She's a pessimistic little tease, isn't she?
In what way?
Oh, everything's really lovely and happy.
You mean optimistic?
Yeah.
Okay, you said pessimistic. I was
Yeah,
like, what
I
way
mean-
is that pessimistic?
I mean it.
Okay.
I'm starting to dislike Maria now.
What, because she's too sweet and kind and sees the brightness in everything?
Yeah.
I hate that in my characters.
I like them to suffer.
You like a little edginess, I get it. So, sorry, the first line of this made me laugh. So first of all, let's have another little look at Emerl. There he is, doing Emerl things.
Oh boy.
I now understand why this being was named Jizoid. Sega, you have to know. You have to know that Jizoid is the worst fucking name for anything. But you harped in so hard with Sonic Battle, and now you're doubling down here. In the ancient tongue, it means semen. According to the Zone tablets, if the Jizoid establishes a link with someone, the Jizoid will swear loyalty to that person.
Wait.
I bet it will. Perhaps it still lacks Chaos Emerald energy, but it has been saying the word link to me in broken tones. It went on to explain, show me your true strength and I shall obey. I am all things and all shall belong to me. So, as it suggested, I brought it before my collection of model guns and fired them all. What, Gerald? I want to see this play out. Gerald, just sitting there like, look at this one. I have a derringer here! Check this one out! And Merle just watching, like, riveted. Like, oh, yes.
This one shoots bits of potato.
The fact that Gerald just has a gun collection is very model gun collection is very funny. Then suddenly, it said, I shall follow your every command and never leave your side. And since then, it refuses to listen to anyone but me. While it is still a fearsome weapon of destruction while it remains under my control, at least it won't be used for evil. However, if someone with evil intentions ever forms a link with the Jizzoid, I don't even want to think about what will happen. Who knows, it could be my currently being neglected and abused grandson, maybe, who knows? Anyway, I must research how one can re-establish a link with the Jizzoid. Oh, the upper echelon is going crazy. Perhaps they aim to freeze Project Shadow. Soon, the ultimate life form, Shadow, will be completed. The application to my granddaughter is also imminent. I cannot just let them stop my study at this point, because I'm the only one who can save my granddaughter's life. The higher-ups are threatening to shut down this research facility. I had no choice but to hand them the Jizzoid to buy more time for my research. This is why ML has a bunch of copies.
Yay.
I tried to be careful and command it to never absorb any dangerous technologies. However, I have heard that other researchers have been making the Jizzoid absorb weapons. Apparently, the way to cause the Jizzoid to form a new link is to show it power that surpasses that of its former master. While this possesses imminent danger, I cannot risk losing Maria. 650. This is great. This answers a big question loads of people had. The top brass still aren't satisfied. The Jizzoid isn't big enough or flashy enough for them. Fine. I've developed a weapon I am calling the Eclipse Cannon. It taps directly into the Ark's central reactor to produce an unethical degree of firepower. They'll love it. However, to use it on any target on Earth would destroy the world. So, they are never able to fire it. Checkmate. Yeah, I'm sure that'll go back.
Yeah.
I love the spite. I love the absolute bitch move. And that answers the question of why, if he was a good person before, why has he built the Eclipse Cannon? Well, that's why. As a fuck you, you can't even use this bitch. So.
Insert current political joke now.
Yeah. So, this is the two birds, one stone moment. It will, however, be the perfect tool to deal with the black aliens when they return. Eclipse means shadow. This is Shadow's cannon? Whose cannon? Black Doom's cannon. My gift to him in a battle that he never asked for. I'm so sorry. Like that little moment of clarity. Like, what the fuck am I doing? What am I doing? I am going off some deep ends right now. Oh, best reveal on this page, but I'll do this one first. So, there she is, Maria. Maria doesn't know the full scope of what Shadow has been designed for, but she understands that he will be under tremendous strain. She has helped me to conceptualize a number of accessories that will help focus his power and aid in his mobility. I'm also researching Chaos Control to see if I can gain an understanding of it before Shadow awakens. The power to stop time and space is incredible, and I don't want him to have to try and learn its intricacies on his own. Deep down, I know this progress is superficial, tangential at best. The larger issues remain. Black Doom, the President, GUN, the President, the Black Arms, my family. I've gleaned that there's a rift growing between my sons. My love for them shouldn't be a divisive issue. I'm running out of time. Oh boy, the Robotnik family is getting more fractured and more fucked up. Yay.
Like a cracked egg.
Yeah, kinda like that. So here's Shadow with his limiter ring. Those little. So you know how you said, I need to practice time stop myself before I give it to Shadow. In SA2, you had those funny little things on the arc where if you touch them, time freezes.
Yeah.
That was his practicing Chaos Control so he could teach Shadow how to do it. Which is kind of amazing. I love that they accounted for that. I didn't even give that fucking thing a second thought. But it's actually kind of important. So, here we go. Here's my favourite fucking reveal ever. Shadow the Hedgehog having goofy-ass, edgy teenage jet boots that fly around and look really cool and edgy. Maria, an actual teenager, designed them. How fucking obvious is that? Oh. How cute, and also, how much sense does that make? Like, the limiter ring, the shoe, the cool little pew pew fire. That's the most adorable thing. Yeah, cool. Good to know. Great to know. Oh, these images are so fucking wholesome. Alright, so. It has been a whirlwind of events as of late. Project Shadow is complete and Shadow has awakened. I pre-programmed a great deal of data into his mind, but his ability to pass it out and apply it to his situation is remarkable. All of his vitals are strong and there seems to be no signs of instability or mutation. He stands in stark contrast to the monster that we'd sealed below decks.
Oh no.
I know, right? But all successes of the physical and mental prowess come second to his relationship with Maria. I'd hoped they'd get along, but it's far better than that. She is his guide to the world, and he is her stalwart companion. Never have I seen such instant, mutual friendship and trust between two beings. I am truly moved. They remind me why I've been working so hard. They bring me hope. Back on Earth, my son and stepdaughter's parents... Wait, no.
Maria's
parents have been blessed with another little girl. They've already run tests, and she has none of the genetic markers linked to Maria's condition. While this was welcome news, the unspoken commentary was received loud and clear. I must save Maria. I must get my family back. I didn't fucking understand this the first time I read it. That's really fucked. They just had a new daughter to be like, yeah, Maria's dead. We accept that she's dead. We replaced her.
Oh.
What in the fuck? Oh! Eggman has a cousin, also. We never met her, but I guess Maria has a sister and Eggman has a cousin.
Oh, that's a thing there. Okay then.
Oh, Jesus, I didn't know about that. Also, I didn't know Eggman has a fucking cousin. He's never talked about his cousin before. Okay, sure. Anyway, I must get my family back. Here are some cute images. Here's Shadow stepping out into the world. Look at Joel, a little portly back then.
Oh.
He hadn't lost weight yet. And then there's them, just looking at the stars. And probably the most wholesome fucking image I've ever seen in my life. It's so cute. Oh, nothing will go wrong. Next page. Oh, right after I said nothing will go wrong. My worst fears have come true. The Jizoid has absorbed enough weaponry and technology that it started to go out of control. The resulting rampage led to the destruction of most of the Ark. This is what we saw in that Shadow Generations preview animation.
Yeah.
That was ML going fucking batshit, or going insane. I have deciphered the rest of the stone tablet. It says, when the Jizoid has learned all that it could, it became a god of wrath, and all was destroyed. The research somehow managed to subdue the Jizoid and sealed it away. Luckily, it only had one Chaos Emerald installed. If it were to have all 7 Chaos Emeralds installed, it might become the most bullshit hard boss fight anyone in their fucking life has ever had to do. The Jizoid is too much of a...
What are you referencing there?
I could be referencing fucking anything, Sonic Battle! The Jizoid is too much of a liability. I tried destroying its core, but nothing I did worked. I understand too little of the technology that built him. My best hope is to try and reprogram its AI into a free-willed, emotions-based AI. Entry redacted. I've lost track of the days. Not very scientific of me. I'm strained. Something has to give. The Jizoid's rampage caused the artificial chaos to behave erratically. I attempted to regain network control by inverting the polarity of the science jargon, so instead they became violent. Shadow raced across the Ark, pacifying them quite expertly. But the damage is done. An SOS was sent to GUN automatically.
LOL.
LOL, am I right? I dread the litigious reprimanding I'll have to endure next. Oh, reprimanding! You'll think you're getting reprimanded for this! Oh, buddy! Oh, you don't know the fucking half of it! Oh, mate! You are in trouble! So So here's the artificial chaos losing its absolute fucking shit. Or is that Emma? I can't. It's hard to tell. It's too chaotic. There is just more fucking destruction. It's just everything's going bad. Yeah. Oh god! This is the page I had a lot of fun trying to pass, but I didn't realise you could bring that. Now I can actually read what it says, and I'm very excited to actually read what it says. I couldn't read any of this before. Let's go. A heritage of the past I dug out. Jizoid. And the ultimate life form I created by my own hand. Shadow. I equipped both weapons with a heart. If all powers are not what is to be obtained for oneself, but what is to be born from hearts that yearn for someone, I believe all conflict should cease to exist. Please, if there is anyone listening to my prayers, bring hope to humanity. That is the key phrase. That switches Emil off. Or, like, pacifies him so he stops freaking the fuck out. I don't quite know what happened or what went wrong. Was it a mistake to create the ultimate life form? I thought it would be something that would benefit mankind. But then the military guards landed on the colony that day. They were sent to destroy the research project that I had been working on. My colleagues at the research facility, my granddaughter, Shadow, I hope you're all safe. The colony was completely shut down, probably to keep the prototype from falling into the wrong hands. The Ark was shut down under the premise that there had been an accident. Oh boy. And then the final page where motherfucker finally lost it and became the final boss of SA2. Well, in theory, not in practice. I found Maria's name among those who died when the Ark was shut down. She meant everything to me, and I couldn't bear the thought that she died because of my research. I lost everything. I had nothing more to live for. I went insane. All I could think about was to avenge her. Somehow, someway. I got scared, as I was no longer able to control my thoughts. All I could think about is that I wanted it all to end. Based on my original projections, I was able to complete my Project Shadow. I designed its mind to be perfect, pure. I will leave everything to him. If you wish, release and awaken it to the world. If you wish to fill the world with destruction.
And Shadow's first line is, I will give you one wish.
Oh my god! I didn't even click that! That genuinely caught me the fuck off guard as you said that! Oh shit! Yeah! Fuck! Oh my god! So that was Gerald's journal, and that made this entire fucking game worth it. Oh my fucking god. Thoughts, Dan?
Way heavier than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I know, right? Good lord, the Sonic series has some fucking emotional baggage. It's like on par with Kingdom Hearts in terms of every character being traumatized by something.
Yeah, what's that locked for?
I can't use Chaos Control in the room. It's far too,
okay.
yeah. I don't want to use Chaos Control here. This is my little peaceful, quiet spot. I don't want to.
But he got his motorbike there.
Yeah, sometimes I like to sit on it and rev for my little quiet spot. That's what I do to relax. Observe. I could look at a picture of me with a gun. And with that, I think that's a lovely spot to end Shadow Generation.
That animation just then, I just like the idea that, like, every time he gets on the bike, he just goes brum brum.
Going fast.
I too have a catchphrase.
So yeah, it's been great. Thank you for watching. I've got something else Sonic-y in the works coming out shortly, so look forward to that. Take it easy, everyone.
Bye.
I fucking set the text box wrong. I set it as a reference and not a copy. It looks like President Truman has transitioned into this purple-haired woman just to talk shit. I fucking love it.